To all my fellow brothers and sisters, peace be with you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. My name is Ben, and I welcome you to the Restored Ephraim Publications channel. Today I have a special presentation for you today, and I've been gone for the past 5 days, and what I was doing was doing what I like to call a pilgrimage to visit all 21 California missions, going from the very northern one all the way down to the southern one. And this is something that I've always really wanted to do. I've always loved history, and I've just always been interested in the missions of California. If you've never heard of the California missions, then you're probably not from California. But every fourth grader in California that goes to school learns about the missions, and you have to do a mission report. And ever since then, I've always wanted to visit all the missions, and I decided to do it now, before we're all too poor to be able to do these kinds of things. But I took some videos. They're not very long, but I just try to show some of the basic stuff. So I'm going to give some highlights of each missions, and then show you some video. And so the first day, which was a Monday, I visited 4 missions. The first mission that I visited was the northernmost one, which is called San Francisco Solano. It was founded July 4th, 1823, and is 21 out of 21 built. It's currently a historical park owned by the state. And San Francisco Solano mission was restored the church part was restored in 1913. The restored mission complex includes the church, the Padres' quarters, which are now a museum, and a large quadrangle. There is a commemorative wall with the names of the Indian neophytes located on the west side of the mission, which refers to the converts, because lots of the Indians or Native Americans, whatever we want to call them, they converted to Catholicism and joined with the missions. And so here's the San Francisco Solano mission. Now, the second mission I visited was San Rafael Archangel, which is the 20th of the California missions built. Originally, it was a type of hospital, but in 1822, it was turned into a full mission. And it kind of went into ruin, and the old one was removed, and a replica was recreated in its place in 1949. And this mission is in the city of San Rafael today. And it's one of the missions that do not have a bell. And so here's some video of San Rafael Archangel. So the next mission, the third mission that I visited, was called Mission San Francisco de Asís. It is in the midst of San Francisco, and I was really tired of being in San Francisco, and so I didn't stay very long at this mission. I only really took an outside shot and got out of there as quickly as I could, because I was sick of being in San Francisco. But this mission was founded in 1776. It is the sixth built out of the 21 California missions, and it is the oldest building in San Francisco. Right next to it, the Catholic Church built another type of mission called Mission Dolores, and they referred to it as a basilica. And so you have the small itty-bitty original mission, then you have this massive basilica parish. And so I wasn't able to go inside of it, and I didn't go inside of the previous one because it was closed. But here is what video that I took of it. So the fourth mission that I went to after escaping from San Francisco is San Jose. Mission San Jose is not actually in the city of San Jose, it's in the city of Fremont. But this is the mission that I visited the most because it's in the same city that I live in. But this mission was built in 1797, and it is the 14th of the missions built. And it was destroyed in 1869 due to an earthquake, but was restored between 1982 and 1985. and is considered one of the most authentic mission structures in California, which I think means that they, when they rebuilt it, they imitated the way it was, and it's still in use as a church as well. I wasn't able to go inside this mission either because it was closed, but to be honest, I've been in there several times already, so that didn't really bother me at all. But here are the video that I was able to take of that. So now, this is day 2 of my mission pilgrimage, and I left my house right at 6 in the morning and went down to Santa Clara, where Mission Santa Clara de Asís is. It was founded in 1777 and is the 8th of the California missions. This is a mission that is was named in honor of a woman saint named Clare of Assisi, a 13th century Italian nun. It's also known as Mission Santa Clara. It is actually part of the Santa Clara University, and it takes care of the Catholic students there, and so it's still in use. And so I didn't stay too long because it was closed, but here are what shots I was able to take of that. So the next mission that I visited was Mission Santa Cruz, which means the Holy Cross, and it was founded in 1791 and is the 12th California mission. And it was also closed when I got there, so I was only able to take outside shots. Most of the missions that I visited on day 2 were closed, unfortunately, but I was still able to go on the outside at least. So here are some shots of Mission Santa Cruz that I got. So the next mission that I went to was San Juan Bautista, which was founded in 1797 and is the 15th California mission built. San Juan Bautista, that's Spanish for St. John the Baptist. And this was actually a mission that I visited before on a school field trip. And so when I was on that field trip, I was able to go inside and see a whole bunch of stuff. It is largely restored. And this mission, it's the only mission that still has the remaining Spanish plaza around it. And so I was able to see all these older buildings too. I wasn't able to go inside the mission because it was closed, but I wasn't too worried about that because I had already gone inside before. And the historic church was built, or was rebuilt in 1812. Or I don't know if they built that part before, but it says that it was built in 1812, even though the rest of the mission was built in 1797. So here are some of the shots that I was able to take. According to the plaque over here, it says that this route was the original El Camino Real, which was the original basically highway built by the Spanish along the mission trail. So the next mission I visited on this day, its official name is San Carlos Borromeo de Monterrey, but nowadays it's really called Mission Carmel. It was founded in 1770 and is the second California mission built. In 1961, it was designated a minor basilica by Pope John the 13th. Oh, the 23rd. And it contains a lot of significant art and original artifacts. This was actually one of the missions that I did actually want to go inside because of that reason, but it was unfortunately closed on that day. A lot of missions are closed on Monday and Tuesdays, and this just happened to be on the Tuesday when I had to take my trip. But I did get some external shots of what I could, and it's a very nice looking mission. Maybe one day I might just go there just to by itself, just to see this artwork they talk about. So here are the shots that I was able to take. So the next mission I visited was Mission Nuestra Senora de la Soledad. This mission was open, so I was able to go inside, which I did, and I took some inside shots. And this mission was founded in 1791 and is the 13th California mission built. It was abandoned for 100 years, but then carefully restored between 1954 and 1962. It has a simple chapel and the Padres' quarters, and there's some ruins of the original walls left on the grounds. And it's quite an isolated mission. And so here are some of the shots that I was able to take of this mission. This is the last original remaining wall to the Soledad mission. So the next mission I visited was San Antonio de Padua. It was founded in 1771 and is the third California mission built. This mission actually was very difficult to find. For this trip, I got this little navigation device that I was really glad that I had. But even that had problems getting this one, and the reason why is that it's kind of inside a military base, and so at first it was really hard to get into, and I almost gave up. But I turned around and said, if I let me just try again. That way I can say I visited every mission. Because my first thought was to just skip this one, go to the next one, because I was having trouble trying to get to it. But I persevered, and I managed to get to the gate of the mission. I was pretty sure this one would be closed. And it was, but they have the gate closed as well, so I couldn't even get up really close to it. So I stood at the gate and took a video shot of it zoomed in, and so I was at least on the grounds basically that it was on. But I wasn't able to go inside at all due to it being closed. So here are some of the shots that or one of the shots that I was able to take of this mission. Oh, I knew this was a possibility, but Mission San Antonio is closed, so I can't go directly there. But let me zoom in as much as I can. So the next mission that I visited is Mission San Miguel Archangel, and it was founded in 1797 and is the 16th of the California missions. Unfortunately, this mission was closed, and it was the type of closed that makes it so that I couldn't even go inside the gate, but I was able to, but it was a very short distance, so I did get some good exterior shots, so it wasn't that big a deal like it was for the last one. This one I did kind of want to go into as well, but unfortunately it was closed at that time. And this is the last of the missions that I visited on Tuesday, and so after this mission is the end of my day 2 trip. So here are the video shots that I was able to take of this mission.
Okay. What are you thinking? You want to go and eat that?
It doesn't matter. I'll follow you guys.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's check it. Let's go.
Got it.
But you see, it's just a lot of places now you go to the mountains.
This is definitely.
It's right.
So after I visited San Miguel, I stopped in Paso Robles in order to spend the night. I got a nice motel there for a good price, and I spent the night, and then 6 in the morning I set on out to visit the next mission on my list, which is San Luis Obispo de Tolosa. I was able to go inside this mission, but there was a lot of people praying inside because it's still an active Catholic church, and I didn't take any inside shots because I didn't want to disturb the religious nature of what was going on. But it was very beautiful inside. But I did take some outside shots. So this mission, San Luis Obispo de Tolosa, it was established 1772 and is the 5th of the California missions. And as I said, it's still in use today. And so here are the shots that I did take of this mission. So the next mission that I visited is Mission La Purísima Concepción, and this mission was founded in 1787 and is the 11th of the California missions. This mission today, it is a state historic park, and so it's not a Catholic church anymore. It's owned by the state. But this mission is the most fully restored mission in California, to the point where it even has the types of animals that would have been there at the mission time. And it was very enjoyable to see, and they had a whole bunch of workshops that you can see, which really interested me because they had a whole weaving room where they processed wool from the sheep that they sheared there to turn it into wool, and and they had looms, and they had everything there. So in my opinion, if you're only going to visit one mission, I would choose La Purísima Concepcion, just because of how fully restored it is. But once you've seen one mission, you kind of seen them all. After a while, I started noticing that, and so I didn't care too much about seeing all the little details, because it was pretty much the same in every mission as far as the little details were concerned. But I enjoy architecture, and so I enjoyed the architecture and the way things looked more than the individual details, because the individual details are basically the same. But here are the video shots that I took of this mission. So the next mission I visited, and forgive my probably horrible pronunciation, is Santa Ines Virgin y Martir, or Y Martir. I don't know Spanish, but this mission was built in 1804 and what is the 19th of the California missions. It was named after a 13-year-old Roman girl that was martyred in 304 AD. This mission was never totally abandoned, and so it always remained in use to some degree. It also served as a seminary college in 1844. And this mission I did not go into There's no interior shots, but I did get a lot of outside shots. So here are those videos. So the next mission that I visited is Mission Santa Barbara. It was founded in 1786 and is the 10th of the California missions. This mission is the only mission that has been continuously operated by the Franciscan order since it was founded. Most missions were abandoned or sold off, but this one was maintained by the Franciscan order since its founding, and you can tell because it has a very beautiful appearance. I was able to go inside this mission, so I have a lot of shots, and here are some of those videos. So the next mission I visited is San Buenaventura. It's in the city of Ventura. It was founded in 1782 and is the 9th of the California missions. When I visited this mission, my camera died out. But fortunately, I brought my backup camera, and so I only took one video after then my camera died, and then I realized today as I was putting these videos together that at Mission Santa Barbara, my video camera was rolling for 30 minutes straight without anything. I don't know how that happened because when I shut the thing, it's supposed to automatically turn off, but it was in my bag for like 34 minutes. So I have a 34-minute video of nothing but blackness. Oh, no, and which makes sense now because I didn't think that my camera would run out that quickly. But I was taking a lot more shots than I did the other day because I was able to go in to more missions. But fortunately, I had my backup camera, and so there's two more missions on this day after this mission, and I was able to use my backup camera, but I wasn't allowed to use flash photography, and so I didn't use it inside, so I just took like an outside shot. And so here's the single video that I took of this mission, even though I was able to go inside of it. So the next mission I visited was San Fernando Rey de España. This mission was founded in 1797 and is the 17th of the California missions. I was also able to go into this mission, but because my video camera ran out of juice, I didn't take any inside shots because they don't allow flash photography. So I took some outside shots, but I was able to visit inside this mission as well. Fortunately, I was able to go inside most of the missions that I visited this day. And so here are the pictures that I took of that mission. So this next mission was the last mission that I visited on this Wednesday. And another funny thing happened is that my backup camera, after I took the last picture that I wanted to take, my backup camera ran out of power as well. And so I considered myself very fortunate that I had enough just to do everything that I wanted to do. And so this mission is Mission San Gabriel Archangel. It was founded in 1771 and is the fourth of the California missions. I did want to go inside of this one. I went inside part of it, but the most of it was actually being renovated or repaired or something. And so I did see inside the chapel, but I didn't take any pictures inside because it was an active Catholic church, and there were people praying and getting ready for their little mass celebration. And so I didn't want to do anything that would cause a disturbance for that. But I did take several outside shots, and then my backup camera died. And so here are those the pictures. So after visiting San Gabriel, I went down to my dad's place, which is in a city out in the suburb of Los Angeles, and I had a fun evening with my dad and stepmom, and then in the morning I set off early to visit the last three missions. Since there was only three missions, I didn't feel rushed, and so I made sure I took lots of video since I recharged my video camera. And the first mission I visited on Thursday was San Juan Capistrano. It was built in 1776 and is the seventh of the California missions. This mission appears to be like it acts like a state park, but it also seems to be still uses a church, I think, but I wasn't 100% sure on that. But this was also a very nice place to visit, and so if you want to visit missions, this is probably my number 2 recommendation. One thing that was interesting about this mission is that they have a local legend there about the founding friar of the mission. In a place nearby, there was a guy, and he was like trying to get rid of all these swallows that were hanging around his place. And so the friar went and talked to the sparrows. Oh, I'm sorry, not the sparrows, the swallows. Talked to the swallows, and he said basically the swallows that you're all welcome at the mission. We have plenty of room, and everyone's welcome. The very next day, the flock of swallows showed up at the mission and didn't go back to that old place. And so every year during the bird migration, the swallows always return to that mission, to the point where they have a special event called the Return of the Swallows. And so here is the videos that I took of this mission. So the next mission that I was able to visit is San Luis Rey de Francia. It is established in 1798 and is the 18th of the California missions. It is kind of like a community place for the Franciscan order. And so when I went there, I was able to go inside, but like a large portion of the grounds was locked behind gates. And so I wasn't able to go into that area because I think it was that area is closed off as a kind of like a meditation area for the friars of the Franciscan order. But I was able to go to the museum and to see the main chapel. And so I took what video that I could. So here are those videos. So right when I showed up to that mission, the bells were chiming, and I wish I would have gotten there just a moment earlier, so I could have my camera out to record it. And in the next mission, which is the last mission that I visited, San Diego de Alcala, right when I showed up, the bells started to toll again on this one, and so I tried to get out of my car and get my bag, but as soon as I got the camera out, the last bell had tolled, and so I missed that. I wish I could have gotten the tolling of the bells, but the last mission on the list is San Diego de Alcala. Not sure if it's pronounced Alcala or Alcala. Like I said, I don't really know Spanish, but this mission was founded in 1769, and it is the first of the California missions. And it was also nice. The mission store was closed, so they actually opened up the mission for free for everybody on that day, which was I considered lucky. Although I would like to go in the mission store too. But this mission also had the first martyr from among the missions here. There is a commemorative gravesite of where the friar was buried, and it says that the friar would greet everybody with the saying, "Love God, my children." And then what happened is that there was an Indian raid on the mission, and they massacred the friar there and burned down the mission. And when they entered the mission to burn it down and to kill the friar still greeted them saying, "Love God, my children." And so he was the first martyr in California. And so here are the videos that I took of this final mission. So those are all 21 California missions. I hope you have enjoyed this short video presentation of all the California missions. And it was this was something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. ever since I started learning about the missions and as an elementary schooler, and I decided that it was time to do this, especially because of things that are probably coming upon the land soon. And I felt that if I wanted to do it, I should probably do it now. And so after I went to Mission San Diego, I went deeper into San Diego to have some lunch, and then I went back to my dad's place, and we spent more time together. And then Friday morning, I got up early and headed out, and I was able to get back to my place in a reasonable time. Well, the trip took I was on the road from about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I got home at 1:30 in the morning. And also, in case you're wondering, I was very interested in this, and so I set my mileage reader to 0 when I started on my trip, and when I came back, it was at 1,427.3 miles. So that's how long an entire round trip it took on the entire day, the entire 5 days that I was traveling. And I had a lot of time to think and about what I wanted to do and what I should do. And I thought a lot about that. And I hope that this will interest you. It certainly interested me, at least for the architecture's sake. But it's always nice learning new interesting things. And so I leave this with you in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.